In this video, we're going to continue finishing up the Squarebody truck, and we're talking about the interior. But first, before I take it to the shop to finish the carpet, I'm having custom carpet done on the inside that's different than the normal Squarebody carpet that's molded kind of. Wait till you see what we've got to do with the interior. Before I can take it to the shop, we got to put this thing back together and get it drivable, because the same shop is going to do some tuning on the truck because I did put new injectors and an intake on. So at this point, I got to finish up the brakes. We've got something super special for that. And then we'll do a couple more details on this thing and get it down to the shop and get started on the interior. I cannot wait. So this is the old brake booster, and the new one is an 8-inch brake booster with a 1-inch piston inside the Wilwood Master, which should give us equal or better braking than the old 9 or 10-inch booster with the 1 1/8 inch bore on the Master. But what I want to do right now is take this piece off and make sure that we can bolt this attachment for the brake pedal onto the back of this booster before I try to put it in the truck, because I do not want to be messing with that inside the truck. This is about 7 3/4 from the bracket right here, which mounts to the firewall. So I'll put these on there and then do the same. After getting the booster ready to go, it's very important to bleed the master cylinder on your workbench prior to installing it. This makes sure there's no bubbles in the piston of the master cylinder. So that's what I'm doing here, and Wilwood gives you all the right pieces to be able to do this without making a mess, which I probably still did anyway. But here we're bleeding the master. We'll slap it on the truck and get ready to bleed the full brake system. Thing got messy quick, so I tried to do this very fast and I did not record it, but all I did was pull the brake lines off the old Master, which was kind of hanging down here. Stuff was dripping. I probably ruined this towel, but I'd rather the towel get ruined than some of the paint in the engine bay. And then I just threw the brake lines on there, tightened them really quick because it was also dripping out of the Master. So this thing looks amazing in this engine bay, and it's just gonna dress this thing up that much more, and it was much needed. I've got interior parts piling up around here, and I just figured out that I gotta get them on because I'm sick of looking at this truck completely in shambles. So I wanna get the door panels on first. I've got the dash right here behind me and the big bench seat to match everything. I will do the bench seat right now, but we gotta wait for the dash because I'm waiting for the bezel that goes around the gauges and some other stuff like that. So we'll do the dash here in a minute, but I definitely wanna get the door panels and the bench in, and that's gonna get this interior looking insane. Yo, peep the LBZ Suburban that we built on the channel a little while ago, and the single cab LBZ that I built a long time ago. Let me give you a little sneak of that. Man, look at those things. I miss those trucks. Should have never sold them. You guys already saw the thumbnail, but it is distressed brown leather with white accent stitching. This stuff is all from TMi, and I'm not gonna lie, this is some of the most expensive interior stuff on the market for square bodies, so I'm a bit nervous. Drilling these doors that were already painted and had the glass windows right behind where I had to drill was making me nervous, but I had to get it done to get this interior together, so it all worked out. I got these billet aluminum door lock things from LG Billet online. They make a lot of billet stuff, but I really wish they made more square body parts because these things are sick. I had to cut a hole in this brand new leather for the window cranks. They actually make these door panels for crank windows or power windows, so they don't cut any holes and they allow you to do it yourself, which makes it that much more nerve-wracking. But I managed to cut the smallest hole possible and just pop that thing through for the window crank, and it worked out perfect. You gotta make sure you set that crank to the right spot when the window is down. For a square body, if you know, you know. You don't want that thing hitting your leg while you're driving because you always gotta have the windows down. Now I needed to put the bench in so I could temporarily drive this thing onto a trailer while taking it to the shop that's gonna work on the carpet and also tune the truck. So the bench is going in for now, knowing that it's coming back out just for the carpet, but I had to do a little persuasion on the bracket that you have to purchase separately for the bench seat from TMi. Kind of made me a little frustrated, but we got it to fit. And then I wanted to throw in the steering wheel to really button the interior up before taking it over there so we could get it all together. These are 5/16 18 bolts. Fairly simple to do. Just thread right in, and I'll just thread these in by hand until they stop. 1/2 inch is correct. So easy. On there like that. Be able to put the nut on. I'm just barely gonna hit this with the impact once I get this on. Oh boys, this is gonna be sick. I guess we can do that. See what she looks like in that interior. That is nice. That looks a little better than the factory wheel. I know it's not everybody's thing, but that looks sick, and that's what I'm going for with this interior. Next will probably be this thing and the turn signal. That'll have to be done probably in another video, but let's get the dash in here. Leave it. Push forward pretty good. Hopefully that holds her in real tight. Let's see what this steering wheel looks like. That brown leather dash. Alright guys, before we end this video, I had to show you the carpet, so check it out. This is all custom by Wicked Whips in Ohio. This is German square weave carpet. They actually made me floor mats. That's where I keep the insurance info right now since I don't have the glove box. It is wrapped in the same exact textured brown leather as the seats, the steering wheel, the dash, and the doors. So this color is called oatmeal, and it really ties in the whole interior because it is a little bit similar in color, but it is not too dark. And then of course, we've got the brand new seat belts to go with it. Of course, the last piece that is untouched as of yet is the shift boot for the transfer case. I want to do a custom shift knob as well, probably brushed aluminum just to match the aluminum part of the steering wheel. But I do want to find someone that can make me an aluminum bezel so everything matches. The factory one I just feel like is not going to work very well in the rest of this interior. And then we've got the OBD2 port. We need to tie that up and out of the way, but you guys get the point. This thing is really coming together. You guys are probably seeing a slight sneak peek of these wheels right now, but we are keeping that for the next video, so make sure you stay tuned down below. We'll catch you in the next one.